So we start what's trending today with the first words the public is hearing from Comfort Emanson, the Ibom air passenger who was violently removed from a plane after the airline said she refused to switch off her phone. Well, for the first time, she's finally telling her side of the story. In a new video posted late last night, Emanson says the issues really started because the power button on her phone didn't work and she needed help from the air hostess to turn it off. She then talks about how everything escalated so quickly and how she eventually felt violated.
God knows that I can never go and poke an elderly woman, somebody that's old enough to be my mom, poke her. For what? Poke her. It was the pain she inflicted on me, the frontal pain, dragging my gold and everything on the floor. That was the anger. I was so angry. I could not even hold it. That was why I was asking her, why did you do that on the video, the trending video they posted? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I asked her, why did you do? Because you dragging my frontal wig and dragging me, calling me a prostitute at the process. No, I just had to ask her, why did you do that? Why did you do that? That was why I poked her on the video. Why did you do that? So while on that, the whole thing, those guys came inside the aircraft and started surrounding me, and I was like, why? Now dragged me outside. That was when they dragging me from there. You saw how they dragged me from the video. That was what happened. They came inside, dragged me outside, and then at the process, she now dragged my clothes, and the clothes, it was pin on me because it was pin. I thought that was my inner. It was pin on me. The pain of dragging it and its pain.
So in this video, she also talks about how she can't really go out in public anymore because people are recognizing her, how difficult it's been for her since her release. And we're also hearing these conversations around the economics of this, reports about how people are offering her plots of land, trips, a new phone. Dr. Abati, I'll start with you. How are you reacting to all this? Because it's really the first time that we're finally hearing from her.
Well, I think it's a good thing that she's going through the process of healing. Apparently, she was traumatized by that experience. Over the weekend, there was a report that somebody had gone to file a suit on her behalf and all that, but she said no, she did not, that person is not a lawyer, she has her own lawyer, and if she is going to take any steps, it will be a particular lawyer whom she named. Second, she said, well, she is willing to cooperate with the investigators to present properly our own side of the story. But definitely, she deserves all the support she's getting, not the ones offering land and all that, but those who have expressed concern about the violation of our fundamental human rights. And I hope that the regulatory authorities involved in this matter would be encouraged to conclude the investigations that they say they are carrying out. This shouldn't just stop at the level of drama. We would like to know what the regulatory authorities come up with at the end of the day and what the definite conclusions are, particularly with regard to the Kwamwan incident and Ms. Comfort Emanson's case. Because initially there was a lot of drama. The Minister of Aviation took a number of decisions just to ensure that there is no confusion around this space that is leading. But there are issues that will still have to be resolved, particularly the one about training sessions for airline personnel, which the minister referred to, and then the investigation by the parties involved. Now, as for the stigmatization, well, that's very unfortunate, but I think Ms. Emanson should not take that as some kind of major negative thing. Because in fact, if anything, this particular incident turned her into, a hero of sorts. Well, a lot of people now saying, look, this is how these airlines behave. This is how some hostesses behave. And, I've seen a lot of people showing affection. I'm not talking about the men who are offering hotel accommodation and trips to Doha and Qatar, the objectives of which may be suspicious. But I'm talking about, genuine expression of concern. So I do not think that she has suffered any loss of face within the community. If anything, she has become a celebrity in spite of herself. There was one other thing that I read, however, that I found a bit uncomfortable. This was the father, granting an interview and saying that he too must be compensated. That is it because he's a poor man that they will expose their daughter's nudity in public, and that they should not treat poor people like that, and that he should be compensated because of the way they have treated his daughter. I want to believe that he was misquoted. So if he was not misquoted, please, he should just keep his peace. Allow the daughter and other people to deal with the issues. This has nothing to do with his own poverty. That's not the subject here. And we should not, drop the ball in terms of focus.